It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. Now...
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Devin Singletary with, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Jones rolling to his left. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. That's double the distance to the first down marker.
Buying time to his left. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return is Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, so the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Patriots at 11-5 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play. Not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. After one, 7-0 on EA. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith.
Previous play is under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Allen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Well, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Allen's throw is complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Jones. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. New England's offense set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They run again with Harris. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe...
Looking for Fortin, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this 35-0 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones completes this one to Thornton. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Patriots offense heads back out there. And we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did his touchdown Bills.
Dawson Knox from 3 yards out.
And the Bills use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 24, Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bills getting set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus Jones picks it. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw again on second down. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't
Personal
worked.
foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.